Obviously, for me, an honor to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Javier. Thank you all of you for giving us the opportunity to lend me your ears and hear the sad story of Venezuela. When the Creator created the universe, He created the earth. And when He created the earth, He populated with different animals, amongst them men. But it was the weakest of the animals. And His only defense was His will, the liberty, the freedom to do what He wanted. Animals behave by instinct, men by the will, by the intelligence. But at the same time, He also created two very beautiful ladies, very attractive ladies. One He named Justice, the other one He named Injustice. Unfortunately, most men lack the will to follow, I would say, the most beautiful one, which is justice. Most of men follow injustice, and it's no surprise that in the millions of years that the earth has been created, in the hundreds of thousands that man has populated the earth, it's only less than 100 years ago, not even 90, that we were worried about our own kind, and we created the Human Rights Declaration in 1948. And it was signed by the then members of the United Nations. And let me tell you, not all of them signed. But I won't entertain you with that. But it's a fact that that lady, Justice, is also very, very weak. It needs an army in order to sustain herself. That army is called the law. And at the law, it needs another army, the lawyers, the judges, the people who know and respect the law, and make the people, the others, respect the law. Lawyers, at times, forget the importance of the role. They think that maybe it's just helping a client pay less taxes, helping a client find a better disposition from the government to open up a business. Few times we find brave ones that defend the kind, that defend human rights, that do not forget the real nature of their profession to defend the law. I will not bother you with many details of how much we have forgotten to defend the law in my country. We now have, at this point, over 30,000 deaths by crime, violent deaths, per year. That means that every 20 minutes, a Venezuelan is killed by the unlawfuls. Among the problems that we have with that, it's only 1 every 10 assassins is brought to justice. We now have the uncalled privilege of being possibly the most violent city in the world, Caracas. But as I heard the presentations upstairs a few minutes ago of Brazil and Ecuador, I was thinking, we all have something in common. We are beautiful people, in beautiful countries, in countries that are full of potential, To give you an idea, Venezuela today has the most of the proven reserves in oil that exists. We have more oil under our soil than any other country in the world. We have mines for gold, we have iron, we have hydroelectric power that can transform that iron into steel at very cheap prices. We have bauxite right next to the river that we can produce aluminum and export it easily. We can do things. And we also have, and I put it in past tense, a wonderful population. It was a population that was getting close to 30 million. We've lost possibly 3 million in the last 10 years. And those people are working and giving a good name to Venezuela.
I will tell you a story. Just yesterday, I was in Norway, 2 days ago, talking to the representatives of government, and they told me that in the city, unpronounceable name, which is sort of the petroleum capital for Norway, there have 500 Venezuelan families living there. And they're very proud of the professionals that we gave them. Right here in Spain, we have over 200,000 Venezuelans living now. If you go, like have gone to hospitals, reputable hospitals, and you find, to my surprise, great Venezuelan doctors now working in Madrid. We used to be very proud of our education system. We not at all. We have a system that has in jail approximately 600 people. What my country fellow did not tell you is that the government, in order to repress the protests this year, killed, and I emphasize the word killed, over 200. And why do I say killed? Because repressing a popular manifestation does not require firing real guns. They did that. They also injured over 2,000 people. I take it lightly when people say that the Guardia Civil from Spain behaved violently in Barcelona. He said, well, they should take a look at the Venezuelan side and then understand what real violence from the armed forces means. Nothing like pushing people or pulling their hair. Something very different. We have now the worst of crimes. We have an inflation that is over 1,400 per year. That is 1,400% per year. People are considered now unable to buy the basic food, the basic basket of food. With a minimal salary, it's impossible to buy what is called a basic basket that is provided, it's conformed by the central bank. So we are now aware that people are dying because of a lack of food, definitely because of lack of medicine. We also have the unfortunate circumstance that we have absolutely no respect for the law. our highest court, the Supreme Court of Justice, it's now presided by a man who has served in jail for killing people. 2 men he killed. 2 times he served in prison. I think there are very, very few countries in the world that would name a person like that, an assassin, to preside the highest court of the nation. Somebody said, Leopoldo, can you think that you can commit suicide by jumping from the basement? I said, probably takes some doing, because both Venezuelans have found out that way. You're jumping from the basement every day and committing suicide. But fortunately, we also have people who defend us. Those people who are now the 600, the 200 this year, the 200 in the past years that have given their life for freedom, for justice, and to recuperate democracy, which is all that we want. And then we can talk about opportunities, because we will have the opportunities. Thank you.